Alright, I figured it out. I successfully did a scheduled stream and had success getting it going. I figured it out at last. How's it going, everybody? This is Gotta Transform All. We are here on time. Thankfully, considering I tried the scheduled stream again. We are here in Swords still, but instead of going for Shiny Kabuto, because we completed that last stream by some miraculous luck, we need some more of that here, because we are hunting for Shiny Dracozolt, which can only be done, I guess not only, but mainly be done through fossil resets. I guess you can maybe try hunting it through the Dynamax dens, but I don't know, personally I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, so I have... the count you see at the bottom is essentially my count to date. Anytime I've attempted to go for it, I've gone over 1,250. And it's the full odds of 1 in 4,096. Is that it? Why am I... It's 4,096, right? Because it used to be 8,000 something. Yeah, 1 in 4,096, and then it used to be 1 in 8,192. Okay, so yeah, it's the 1 in 4,096, which is going to be rough, but I'm in this for a long haul. I need all 4 of these fossils, so I gotta get going on them at some point anyway. And I mean, hey, who knows? They could be in Gen 10 and have an easier method of hunting for them in Gen 10, but I want to get one of them through this method. So we're going to get going. I have exactly enough for 10 fossils at a time, and then we just reset and start all again. But first, I have something very, very exciting to share. So obviously, I have the shiny, this is in the past week. I have completed the Shiny Pidove line in the 3DS games, Alpha Sapphire specifically, using the DexNav method. Unpheasant here, unfortunately, doesn't show the date. It just says it came from the Hoenn region, but that date is at least showed on the YouTube post I made. That was the 20th? Well, what date was that? Hold on. 18th. So Unpheasant was the 18th. Funny enough, Kabuto was the 16th, and then Kabutops was the 20th. And then today, by some insane luck, I have completed the Roggenrola line. And what's super fun about this, each one of these not only are in a different ball, so we got a Timer Ball, Dusk Ball, and Great Ball. They're each from a different method. So we've got Roggenrola here from the Kalos region, having finally gotten one of these and not the Mime Jr. from the Horde Encounters in Y. We got the Shiny Boldore from the Dynamax Adventures in this game, and was able to evolve it into a Shiny Gigalith. And then today, using SOS chaining in Pokemon Sun, a Shiny Roggenrola showed up in, I'm not joking, a 5-chain. Only 5? And just for the record as well, you don't get the first shiny increase chance until you hit 10 or 11 or whatever. Like 0 through 10 is just base shiny charm odds of 1 in 1,365. And this guy showed up in 5. I was doing this 3DS recording fully expecting to go for like a 2-hour recording and maybe not even get anything. And I don't think the recording even lasted 20 minutes. So, by some stupid luck today, I have the full Rock and Roll line completed, which also means we have one other thing to do before we get into Dracozolt. We have something else to check off now. I do sort of realize now that, like, maybe if I knew I was doing this at the start of the stream, I should have opened my editing stuff beforehand and just had it ready to save. But oh well, this takes just a few seconds. Alright. Overwritten. I see it on my end at OBS, and there it is on stream. Shiny Rock and Roll line is done. We have only 5 spots left on this bingo card. And if somehow we get insanely lucky tonight, we get to mark off another one. And we're basically at the point of, like, every hunt I think we can get done this year is more or less done. Like, Tapu Koko and Dracozolt are the 2 of the 5 that are like, oh, sure, they can happen, but they also could not happen. It's all just depending on the luck. I mean, Tapu Koko especially has been incredibly unlucky. I think we're 0 for 305. And it's with Shiny Charm, so we're like triple over odds for, like, that shining. But then, like, the Bastiodon spot, the Shalfa Bulbasaur and Unknown Age spot, I'll be surprised if any of those 3 get checked off. No, those are going to be long-term hunts, for sure. But, yeah, the fact that we are at a basically insane point and we're only at the end of July, I think is super exciting. Now, pretty much the only hunt of these 5 that will not be happening off camera is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko, I will only be streaming. Like, I'm not going to be trying to go for that off camera. Dracozolt, I will. The Shalfa H and Bastiodon Space-Time Distortion Mons, those I have no problems doing off camera. Shalfa Bulbasaur, no problems doing off camera. But we have this stream today, going for the Dracozolt. Oh, I hid the wrong thing. There we go. We have this stream going for Dracozolt. And then on Friday, we begin my next ZA Shiny Zone Gauntlet. And I'm very excited for that. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very excited for that, even though it's been rough at the ends for both of them. I mean, especially the first one where it was just without the charm even. But even the second one was a little rough at the end because the same 2 zones just refused to give a shiny. But we'll see how the third one goes on Friday. But yeah, this is just like these all of these shinies were just in this past week. Completing? Sorry, I guess I should say completing these lines were in this past week. Unpheasant, Kabuto, Kabutops, and Boldore were the only ones that were in this past week. But yeah, just it feels so good to make such giant progress on the shiny decks, or even just on the bingo card. Again, just 5 SOS calls for the Roggenrola is nuts. Because that was just still full Shiny Charm odds. But I was so happy about it. Like, I was hoping to get it. Even if it took, like, the full 2 hours for recording or whatever. Like, I was hoping to get it just to be able to mark it off today. And we did. So I think without further ado, Actually, let me... Yeah, just so they're going into an empty box, at least. I will save again. And let us begin. So again, I only have enough fossils for 10 resets at a time, but I think that's fine because I don't want to go through, like... Let's say I had 30. I don't want to go through 29 of them and then get the shiny and lose out on those other 28 fossils. Like, I'd rather it be a smaller a smaller number, and quicker resets, I guess. All right, let us begin. 1251 is not the one. I mean, the downside for this hunt is that it is just basically an A button masher simulator. There's really not much else to do with the hunt except just look at the Pokemon every time it pops up. I stand corrected, it's not just an A button masher. You also have to do B sometimes. Now, isn't there... I'll check after the next reset. Isn't there a setting that just sends them to a box? That might be quicker. Alright, last one for this first batch. Not a shiny. And just to show, we got Bird, but then we don't have the, is it Bird and Drake? Yeah, I think it should be Drake. We're out of the Drake fossil, so we restart. I gotta take a look at the settings. There we go. Yeah, definitely we want to do that for this hunt, so that way maybe I can just do a button. So this is the first one that should automatically get sent to the box. And we're good. Awesome. Oh, number one. Yep. There we go. And I do personally like to confirm that I have actually gone through the 10 by confirming that the last fossil is gone. Like, just in case I mess something up. Oop, there we go. 170, 272. Alright, already done through 50 of them. And I'm genuinely curious where we'll end up tonight. We started at 1250. We're already at 1300. Presuming we go to at least midnight. Should get pretty far. I think the question is how close to or around 2000 will we hit? Let me save just facing Carolus. Hey Elliot, how's it going? That's good. I am doing awesome, and I can show you why in just a second. So, today, I had some crazy good luck. And now, in the past week, I completed not just the Shiny Pidove line, not just the Kabuto line, but I have now completed the Roggenrola line, of which specifically this Boldore, I got lucky in Sun. And this was an SOS chain of 5. Only 5. And just for the record, 0 through 10 for SOS chaining is just regular odds. So with the Shiny Charm, it was just a 1 in 1,365. I was expecting to be sitting recording this SOS hunt for at least up to 2 hours and maybe still not even get it. And the recording did not even take me like 20 minutes. So not only was it just insane luck, again, this was just a Shiny Charm full odds shiny basically, because it's just an SOS chain of 5. So not only did I get it, but that completed my Roggenrola line. So I got to check that off at the beginning of stream. So now I only have 5 spots left, of which we're going for one of them right now. But every single bingo board spot, which I believed, like with Roggenrola checked off, every bingo board spot that I believed would happen this year is done. Of the 5 that remain, Tapu Koko and Dracozolt could happen this year, but it's going to take some luck. And then the Bastiodon, Shalfa H, and Shalfa Bulbasaur, I'll be shocked if those happen this year. But we have made insane progress on this bingo card. There's 5 spots left, and we're only at the end of July. And yeah, we could very well get Dracozolt today. That's the thing, too. Like that. But again, that will take some monstrous amount of luck. And we'll see, because this is also full odds. But the Shiny Charm does not affect it. So this is a 1 in 4,096 hunt. So it's going to take a lot of luck for this to happen. And if it doesn't, I'm not upset about it. Like, the fact that I got the Roggenrola to make Boldore is insane. Specifically in the amount of, like, for the amount the chain was, is insane. You know, I was saying earlier, like, I don't know how far we're gonna get. My take is it's gonna be either the question is how close or around 2,000 do we get? Judging by maybe how things are going so far, the question might be better maybe 1,700? The stream's been going for almost an hour now. And we're not even at 100. We're not even at 100 yet. So we're not getting anywhere close to 2,000, I think, thinking about it now. I mean, if you want to go for any of the fossils, I don't think you can go wrong. Like, at least as far as their shinies go, they're all amazing. Like, Dracozolt just sort of ended up being the one I chose because it's the... Like, I guess it's the default. Like, if you have all 4 fossils, and you're just spamming A, Dracozolt's just the first one that gets made. So I think that's why I've ended up going for Dracozolt first, because it's just easiest as far as just the resets go. You know, I only have enough of the fossils to make 10 at a time. I definitely prefer that anyway. Like, I don't want to be making, like, say, 30 at a time. Get it on, like, 28 and losing all of those other fossils. Like, as far as, like, getting in at the end of resets go, I'd rather get it on, like, 9 than 29, you know? Oh, I didn't mean to add the number yet, but it's fine. I'd be adding it here anyway. Hey, Shuppet, how's it going? Yes, I decided to start earlier for a couple different reasons. One, trying to get as many resets of this in as I can for the stream, because this is... I don't know when I'll do this on stream again, if I do this on stream again. So the more I do on stream, hey, maybe we can get lucky tonight. 2, I actually scheduled this stream, and I was successful at getting it going. I think I figured it out. There's 2 different things I need to do a little differently with a scheduled stream, and I think I've finally figured it out. But in case I didn't have it right, I wanted to go earlier, so I had time to get it going. So, like, regardless, I should have had it going by 10. Oh, and 3, Shuppet. I had a crazy bit of shiny luck today. I have, in this past week, completed 3 shiny lines. I didn't get all of these in the last week. But as of today, I have completed 3 different shiny lines in the past week. So I have the Pidove line done from Horde Encounters, Dex Nav and Alpha Sapphire. Obviously, we got the Kabuto line done in this past week, with this one literally being yesterday's stream. And by some luck, I have the Roggenrola line done I've got all 3 of these now, which meant I got to check off that bingo board spot. And I now am left with only 5 spots left on this card. So the luck has been crazy good this past week. Again, not all of these were in this past week. Like for example, Boldor here was back in May. Yeah, you can see May 13th was when we got this one from the Dynamax Adventures. But all of these lines were completed this week. Like on Pheasant, or like in the past week. On Pheasant was the 18th. Kabutops was obviously yesterday. Boldor here was today. And the crazy thing about Boldor, this was SOS chaining in Sun. I got this in 5. Like an SOS chain of 5. Which is, like, for a chain of 0 to 10, that's just base odds. You don't get the first shiny increase until 11. So, I got this at 5, which was just a 1 in 1,365. So that, like, I sat down and was expecting to be sitting there for the gameplay recording for, like, up to 2 hours and still maybe not even have it. And just some absolute dumb bonkers luck came through, and I got this on 5. And then these are just, like, these are like 10 out of 10 shinies. Like, maybe Rock and Rolla not so much, because, like, it's like maybe the feet and the little nub on the head could be blue as well. Like, it's still a good shiny, but like Boldor and Gigalith, like, such good shinies, just 10 out of 10. And then, and what's fun as well, if we get lucky again, we could also get the Dracozolt. But this is the full odds hunt. Shiny Charm does not affect it. So this is going to be a 1 in 4,096. So if this happens, honestly, that'd be even crazier than getting the Rock and Rolla. We had 1,337, or for anyone old school, Leet. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't like it didn't take some time to get these fossils. Like some of them are more or less version exclusives, or at least in that, like, in your game, Sword or Shield, 2 fossils are easier to get than the other 2. I believe it's the digging duo. Like, one or the other has an increased chance for you to find them. And if you're like me, like, I've got like a 1,149,317 watts. I'm more than overloaded on watts to just spam at the digging duo until I got enough of the fossils. Oh. So this is why I'm glad I double checked, because clearly I'm not at 1340. I have another fossil to make. Is this 1340? Okay, that one was. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, even with all the fossils I have gotten, I made sure to only get a small number. So like 4 Dracozolt, I can only make 10 at a time. Because like I was telling Elliot earlier, I would rather, if I get the shiny late in the resets, I would much rather have gone through only 9 than say 29, you know? Yeah, if you run out of like one of the halves, she should tell you you don't have enough to make more. Nope, 42. I mean, it would be a very cool shiny to have, because I imagine for... It's gotta be one of the more unusual shinies for people to have, because of how much luck and time and just button mashing goes into it. I would see only people collecting a shiny dex going for it, and maybe people even just putting it off because they don't want to do it necessarily. Like I'm almost, I am not going to be surprised if in Winds and Waves we have the Galar fossils back and they're somehow easier to shiny hunt. Like, I just won't be surprised if that ends up happening. But I would like to get one of them this way before that happens. It's really just button mashing, which is the annoying thing. All you're doing, like, especially if you've changed the settings like I have, you're just pressing A over and over and over and over. Also, fun fact, we just hit 100 for the stream. We started at 1250, we are now at 1350. I mean, it's always interesting to see how Pokemon handles, like, a Pokemon's shiny huntability between games. Like, I'd say the biggest recent example is Gimmighoul. In Scarlet and Violet, only available through special raid events, and it's still the full odds of 1 in 4096. To then just add it with the DLC and ZA, and it's like, oh yeah, level 3, like, level 3 donut, you get one guaranteed. I think another example of that might be, or like a reverse example of that is Cyndaquil. Because I would actually say, based on Cyndaquil's spawnability area in Scarlet and Violet, it might be easier to hunt it in Legends Arceus. And I would say it's not even an easier one to get in Arceus, but like, I would actually say it's easier to hunt in Arceus. I unfortunately cannot say same, purely based on just getting the rock and rolla. Okay, again, I've messed up the count, because I can make another Dracozolt. I mean, presumably this was the last one anyway, though. I wasn't, like, that far off. No Drake. Okay. doesn't miss leg day does not lift. I mean, part of the Vish is a fish, right? So that's probably where the cold's coming from. Yeah, like it's literally... Oh, but you're saying bird and dino? Good question, then. Maybe it's a fossil of something that died in the Ice Age? I got nothing else. Yeah, I guess Dino would have to bring ice, huh? Definitely unknown. Like, absolutely unknown. I can't imagine many people would say that's a favorite of theirs. And Spinda's another good pick for that. Especially with just how... With how Spinda's been treated on the Switch, I can also just see people having, like, no clue it's a thing. It's sort of like how people, the Clamperl line. Like, even in Gen 3, like, it was sort of like a forgotten Mon, almost. Like, no trainer really had it. At least no, like, gym trainer, champion, Elite Four, anything. No one had Gorobus or Huntail. Like, even the water-type guys didn't have it. But with Spinda, it's like, it's only been in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And it can't leave Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Because they screwed up the coding. I mean, not the only thing coding-wise they screwed up. Cough, cough, shiny charm, cough, cough. Like, the fact that that only works on eggs, and just, more annoyingly, that they never patched it. Like, these different things are just examples of things that, oh, this game needed, like a bug patch, and they just never did. So if you like want Spinda for home, you need a 3DS game at least. And funny thing, like, wanting shiny Spinda is what made me, like, look for and hunt down my 3DS. Like, that was the sole reason I wanted to find the 3DS. To try and shiny hunt Spinda and Alolan Rattata. Because those two in particular, I was like, I'm really gonna have no ability to hunt these except on the 3DS. Lots of other Pokemon, like, oh yeah, Masuda Hunt and Sword, or Masuda Hunt and Shining Pearl. But, like, upon getting it working, then it was just like, oh, I can just hunt a whole lot of these Mons on this. I mean, the best example I can give is, on the bingo card here, Registeel. Registeel was intended to be a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl hunt. But the problem was, I already caught Registeel in my Shining Pearl game, for some reason. Literally the only legend in, like, Ramanas Park, whatever it is, the only legend I caught is the one Reggie I wanted the most. So I was going to have to restart my Shining Pearl game and replay it till I got to Ramanas Park to try and shiny hunt it. That is what I was intending when I made this bingo board. And then it's just like, oh, I have Ultra Moon now with the shiny charm. That works. Let's just do it there. And yeah, that was the best decision made with how quick Registeel showed up. Oh, I have miscounted, I guess. 1390. Okay. Yeah, because there's 5, and then 5 in the box. Yeah, okay. We are nearing 150 fossil resets for the stream. Oh, you know what I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but a Pokemon that has grown on me a lot recently, mainly because of ZA. Binacle and Barbaracle. Again, I'm sure not a lot of people's favorite Pokemon. In fact, I'm sure there's lots of people that don't like the Pokemon. I personally had never cared for it, one way or another. But I don't know, having it on my team on ZA, it got a new Mega that I really like. I've grown more attached to the Pokemon. Ah, good kitty. Alright, 1400. That is 150 for the stream. So judging from the time, we'll probably get to 1550. It's been like an hour and a half. We hit 150. So if we go for another hour and a half, that's another 150. My assumption is we're ending at 1550. I mean, depending how much the time is. Like, maybe we try and push it to 1600, but presumably we get to 1550. We'll see what time it is. And decide if we continue from there. I was not watching. Alright. Well, we accidentally got an extra Arctozolt in there. This is the problem as well. I can get very distracted by just A button mashing. Just double checking these. Okay. Yep, every single fossil is a 1 in 4096. But every single fossil, even after I restart the game, is a different roll every time. And yep, there we go. I mean, it just stinks that this is basically the only way to get the shiny fossils for Galar. Like, yeah, technically there's the, like, there's technically the raid dens that could spawn a shiny. But that's, I'd say, astronomically more harder to do than this. Because I'm pretty sure the Galar fossils are not the only things that can spawn in those dens. So it's like, not only do you maybe have to try and get one of the fossils to show up, but then you have to maybe get lucky and get the one in 4096. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is the only real the only real method to get these. Oh, was I... I guess I was off count again. Again, the downside is this is such a dull... Such a dull hunt. I mean, if you want or are able to, you're welcome to join in hunting the fossils with me. If not, maybe if there's some other Pokemon you can think of you need, you can try going for that. I mean, I think to me the bright side is, at least as far as the stream goes, this is the one and only one of this we're doing at the moment. Like, we're not going to be spending multiple streams doing this. Like, this is tonight and more than likely continuing off stream. Because on Friday, for Friday's stream, we're beginning the next ZA Shiny Zone Gauntlet, which I'm very excited for. Oh, added the number too soon, but whatever. Again, I'm already off count, somehow. As I just noticed it said it went to a box, and it's like, I should be on 5. Nope, I'm on 6. Yeah, I mean, I think more than likely, unless I feel like doing it again, I'll probably just keep this hunt off stream. Because this really, I can't imagine this is an enjoyable stream. I mean, plus side, we're almost at 200 for the stream. We're 10 away. And again, the belief is we make it to 1550. And maybe we stop there, maybe we keep trying to get to 1600. Well, we'll see what time it is when we get to 1550. I assume it's going to be midnight, and I'll probably just stop at that. Nope. Add one for that. And 200 for the stream. So it seems like more or less I can get 100 done an hour. Which, I mean, does that mean it's going to take 409 hours to basically hit odds? Oh, jeez. Was trying to move some stuff and accidentally... completely dropped the controller. I mean, everything's still functional, so it's all good. Now, did I add... Yeah, 2. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Sorry, I just need to plug my phone in real quick. I have a question for anyone. Between this stream and the next stream, should I spend time in Legends Arceus, going for Shalfa Unknown H and Space-Time Distortions? Should I spend time in this game doing Masuda hunts for just some other Pokemon I'm missing, like Sigilif, I guess? Or should I spend time in ZA doing bench resets for Shalfa Bulbasaur in Zone 20? Because all those are hunts I need to do. Like, which one do I do in between now and the next stream? Wait, did I... Am I that far off the count? What? I'm a whole 2 off, okay. Since I was miscounting, I guess I'm just double checking before I reset. Have the right count this time. Like I'm trying to like hyper focus on the resets to one, stop messing up the count, but also if I can just focus and go faster somehow, maybe we'll have time to get some more resets in. Because again, the expected stop point is 1550 for 300 for the stream, but if it's not too late, I can try and push it to 1600. I guess the issue would be that would be another half hour. So we'll see. We'll just try and get there first, and then we'll see. I added that one early, I think. Because that was... Yeah, I hit the count early, but we're good. Alright, well that was 1500. And it's not actually 11:30 yet, so... As long as I keep this pace, I think we'll be good to try to push it to... I think we were good to try and push it to 1600. Again, presuming I keep the pace. So that way we'll have 350 for the stream. Which again is like a drop in the bucket as far as like how much for the odds for this thing. But it'll be a good amount of resets done. Like, I'm trying to just focus on going as quick as I can. To just try and make sure we've got time to get to 1600. Or at least reach 1550 and feel good about continuing for 1600. Again, presumably we don't get it tonight. This will likely just be a hunt to continue off stream. Or maybe if I just don't really have like a stream idea for something I want to do, maybe I do another one for just like 200 resets or something. No, it'll be off in the future if I do this again on stream. I mean, it's only 11:30 and we're 20 away from 1550. So I think we've got more than enough time to try and push it to 1600. Maybe in part thanks to me just hyper-focusing in. Like, as dull as it is, I think we've gotten through more quicker as a result of it. Am I off again? So we have 5. Yeah, I'm off again. Okay, 1536. Clearly just not hyper-focusing just enough. Alright, and here's our 1550 target. And it's just short of 1140. So we made real good time. That's for sure. We will continue on to 1600. And when we hit 1600, that's probably where I'm going to stop for the night. making good time. Only 30 more. And that'll probably be where we stop. Welcome back, Elliot. I've got 19 more fossils to go, and I'll probably stop at 1600. But Elliot, since you're here, I would like to have you help me pick what I do between now and the next stream. My options are focus on Legends Arceus with either the Space-Time Distortions or Shalfa Unknown H, I can stay in this game and go for a Masuda hunt, which would likely be Sigilif. Or I can be in ZA and do bench resets for Shalfa Bulbasaur. It's like, which of those hunts do you think I should go for? So it's basically Legends Arceus, Sword, or ZA. Did I miss a number, or am I still good? No, we're still good. Okay. It's like 2 of those hunts are the long-term, like, bingo card hunts. And then the Sword one would just be me picking a Pokemon I need for the Shiny decks. Okay. I will go for Unknown then. Because I'm basically just like, I have all these different hunts I could do. I'm not sure what one I want to do between now and Friday. So I'm down to go for the Shalfa Unknown Age. What's nice with Legends Arceus as well is there's a lot of opportunities to get just a random other shiny doing that. So that's always fun. Like maybe a Kricketot on the side of the cave is or not the cave, the ruins. Maybe the random Kricketot that's out there could shine. Or like maybe there's just an outbreak where like, oh, random Rhyhorn. Oh, that's some crazy timing then that I bring that one up specifically. But that's just pure coincidence. Like it's not even like I just randomly picked that out just now. It's that Sigilif is the Pokemon I have at one of the daycares currently in this game. Like Sigilif is the current intended off-stream hunt. Oh, I have miscounted again. Oh, I very much miscounted. We had 2 more. This is why I go through all the different checks for this hunt, to make sure I'm keeping the count correct. Like if I go here and she still had a Drake fossil. Right, Drake fossil? Yeah, it's Bird and Fish and then Drake and Dino. So yeah, if she still had a Drake fossil, I have done something wrong. And I did something wrong twice. Yeah, I am going to 1600, so this next 10 will be the last ones for the stream. I think nicely because with the time I was originally doing, it was like 50 per half an hour. So that led me to think, like, okay, so about midnight I'd be hitting 1550. But at some point I decided to just, like, hyper-focus and just, like, spam A and just try and keep my attention to the screen. Which, speaking of, I did not There we go. Me focusing and trying to just spam A, we got through them a lot quicker, and that left me enough time to get to 1600. So I squeezed another 50 in there. Yeah, it's about 3 minutes away. But yeah, but just based on the time we were making originally, it looked like 1550 was where we were gonna hit midnight. But I did my best to lock in and just spam the A button. Yeah, I got a decent amount of resets in today regardless. Like, I would say this is more than I've put into a single day in the past. Because we started at 1250, but that's just like, I couldn't tell you when I started doing that. I definitely don't think I've done 350 in a single day. So even though we didn't get the shiny, we got a much higher count than I would have probably gotten to if I was just doing this off stream. Ground and fighting, I believe are just neutral to each other. At the very least, one should not be super effective against the other. Did I update the count? We have 5, 6, 7. No, okay. There we go. Only 2 more. 2 more opportunities for tonight to give us the Dracozolt. Not that one. And our last fossil reset. Is nothing. But you know what? For the heck of it, we'll throw in one more Arctozolt. Just because. No, okay. Like that would have been crazy if the random Arctozolt decided to shine. I might have been willing to just check the spot off for Dracozolt if the Arctozolt randomly shined. But that is going to do it for tonight. We got 350 fossils restored, so that is huge progress as far as the hunt goes and counting for it. So I'm happy with that. Again, this will be likely a hunt I continue off stream, just because this was pretty dull. Probably doing this while I get to watch something else or something. It's probably for the better. Or maybe if I do this again, it would be like a shorter 200 or something. I don't know. We'll see if we ever get to this again. But what I'm more excited about now is on Friday's stream, we get to move on over to our ZA Shiny Zone Gauntlet. I have everything all ready for that. And I'm just excited to see how we do with this one. I swear to God, if Zones 7 and 18 give the same trouble again, I'm gonna be upset. Like, if those two in particular make it to, like, the final 3 again, something's wrong with those zones. I can't come to any other conclusion other than there's something wrong with those zones. But we will have to wait and see. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Whether you're watching live or tuning in after the fact, I do appreciate everything. I will confirm this Saturday is another pack opening, and there's a bonus one going up half an hour later. The pack opening I'm not going to spoil, but the extra opening is some repackaged products. My mom picked me up from a TJ Maxx, and I didn't want to make them its own separate video. Like, just as far as, like, just its own separate Saturday upload. So it's a bonus pack opening of sorts going up on Saturday. So you get the usual noon Eastern upload on Saturday, plus a bonus extra little one on, I think, 12:30 Saturday is what I set it to. Which I feel free to just click the pack opening over the other one. That is just more, I like, for the sake of showcasing what was inside of it, I recorded it, and it was about exactly what I expected from it. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Thank you everybody so much for watching. See you on Friday for the ZA Shiny Zone Gauntlet number 3. Have a great night.